there, happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining me here tonight. We are continuing this week with the Koala Quilt auction, and we are stitching on the label of the quilt. So we'll be finishing that today, I'm hoping, and then for the rest of the week we will be making a cute little zipper pouch that will use a bunch of the different techniques that people used in this quilt to stitch the quilt. We're going to be making a little zipper pouch of that, so stay tuned for the rest of the week, and we're just going to have some relaxing stitching tonight. So thanks again for joining me here. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for the beginning crafter. And I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time that we can relax and craft together. So again, you guys, we are working on the Koala Quilt. Here is the label. We are just finishing that. We assembled the label and started hand stitching it on to the quilt yesterday, and when we're done today, the quilt will officially be done. I may go around and see if there's any stray threads and snip those, but I don't really count that. It's technically done. So thanks again for everyone who donated a koala for this project. The auction is going on now. There's links to that below, to the Koala Quilt page on the Penguin and Fish website. And I think last I checked, we're up to like $611 for the quilt. So that's awesome. Oh no, I think we actually might be up to $700 now. So I'll have to check again and see where we're at. So that is amazing. This auction will go through the 23rd. And we are also selling some cute little koala items, and the proceeds from these will go to that donation as well. So even if you're not bidding on the quilt, we have some other little items if you want to help out. So we do have the pattern, we have a kit for the pattern, and then we have two cute mugs. I'll show you those. And we have the cutest onesie. It is so freaking cute. So if you have any little babies coming into your life, that would be cute. And we also have t-shirts, adult size t-shirts. So I had this one on yesterday, and it comes in blue and white as well, and I just think they're adorable, and they're so soft and lovely. So if you want one of those to remember this project, then that money will also go to Australians for Animals. One last reminder, any super chats on YouTube this week will also go to Australians for Animals. So thanks again for those donations as well. You guys are awesome. All right, let's get going. This will be fun. All right, I am excited to start stitching this again. Thanks everyone for joining me here. I appreciate it a ton. So here are those mugs really quick if you guys wanted to see. So we have this little koala mug. So this is the same koala that was stitched on the fronts. It's the front and back. It's got a blue handle, blue inside, and it says Koala Love on the middle there. So there's that one. That's kind of a more generic one. And then we have the quilt specific one. So this is great if you participated in the quilt. So the info on the quilt is on one side, and then you have some cute little quiltiness on the other side there. So those are the two mugs. I'm going to just throw them behind me so I don't break them. And if you ordered already, they have gone out today, so you should get them soon. And if you did actually order any of these things, they will come in a different way than my any other website orders. So they might come in separate packages, but here's that onesie. I think this is so cute. Let me know what you guys think. John thought I should make a whole series of these with different animal heads like this with the little heart underneath, so there's like a whole series of them. I think that would be so adorable. Here's the bigger one on the yellow. I think this just turned out so sweet. This is going to be my new favorite shirt. Anyway, so there you go. Those are available. We had a bunch of people order the blue ones. I think that's going to actually be really pretty, the blue. And here is our label. Isn't it so cute? So we did have the one extra koala, And that was stitched by Shirley. And then we did the label with the information on again. We sewed those together, and we sewed it to a little backing, like just a muslin, so we can turn it right side out. And now we're just stitching down that edge. We have like this part here stitched, and it's just looking so clean and pretty and nice. I think we'll be able to go around the rest of it. If not, we're going to just stay till I'm done. I think we can finish this up today, and we will have a totally finished quilt. I got my needle minder. It totally works on the kit, or on the quilt, and it even matches. So that's kind of nice. I am stitching using one of my straw needles, a straw or Milner's needle. They're a bit longer than a normal needle. It's got a sharp point, super duper sharp point, a small eye for just normal sewing thread, but it's the length that's going to be, it's just really nice for this hand stitching. So, all right, let's get going. I'm going to zoom you guys down here. We will chill down here for the day, and I'll go over these stitches again. Ooh, a panda! Oh, Rebecca, that would be cute. So I could totally do a panda shirt like the other one with the little heart underneath. Oh, that would be so fun. Man, I just want to spend, do a whole series of those. I think that was just such a neat idea. So tomorrow we are going to start making a cute little zipper pouch. It'll probably be probably near this size. I would like to do one of those this week. And the zipper pouch, I think we'll make it. I think we can make that in 3 days here. And then I will donate it. I will give it away to someone who ordered one of these extra items this week. So if you ordered the pattern this week, or the t-shirt or mugs, I'll enter you into a drawing to get this pouch that will make the rest of the week. So that'll be kind of fun. Oh yes, Colleen bid on the quilt. Thank you so much, Colleen. That is amazing. I'm really, really happy that that you guys are bidding on this, and that it's gonna ultimately go to a really nice home to someone who appreciates all of your guys' work that you put into this, for sure. Okay, we got our little thread ready. I am using some Aurifil 50 weight thread. A lot of people like using 80 weight for this sort of thing. I just don't have any of that. 80 weight is even thinner than the 50 weight, but this just matched perfectly to the background fabric, so I thought it was meant to be. You can kind of see the little stitches that we did already. We're going to just continue that, so I'm going to just kind of tuck in behind where the next stitch will be. We'll just kind of tuck the little thread underneath here. All right, and we will grab a couple little threads from the top of our fabric here. Okay, I'm going to go around that again to start, and then we will be off. I am using around 24 inches or so. Again, I don't want too much thread. It'll just start getting tangled and everything. We've already pinned it, so I've pinned it a little further in. That makes it easy. I won't stab myself, hopefully, and I don't have to remove them as I go. All this is just staying there because I have the pins here. So thank you guys for joining me again. All right, just to finish the first stitch, we're going to go directly across from where that thread is coming out, but only in the background fabric. And then we're going to come back up about a stitch length away, but we're going to grab the top of the thread again too. So we're almost coming up at a slight diagonal like that. And my stitches are shy of a 1/4 inch, between an 1/8 and a 1/4 inch. And it varies as I go, just sometimes I'll notice they'll get bigger and sometimes I'll notice they'll get smaller. So that's the game. I'm just going to go around like this, just grabbing the back of the fabric. I don't want to go all the way through because I don't want my stitches to show up on the front. Lisa's asking if I made this label or had it ordered. So I designed it. So I drew the eucalyptus leaves here and I wrote out all the type. But then I just got it printed by a fabric printer. So I got it printed at Spoonflower. So you guys can do this too if you wanted something printed on fabric. So spoonflower.com. You can order a sample of fabric that's 8 inches, and that's what I got. I got a sample. That's why I designed it this size, because I knew I could get an 8-inch sample, and it just fit the type well, and you can read the type really easily too. It's not too small or anything. But I drew this and laid it out and everything, and then this is a whole separate piece up here. We sewed that on. So Shirley actually stitched this and sent me one extra. So this is number 127 in the quilt. But yeah, I had actually, that's something we talked about for a new product, so let me know what you think. We were talking about making some labels, maybe not this big, but maybe like half as big, so like a label like that, with some cute borders, some cute penguin and fishy type borders. And you could write or stitch stuff on the inside. So we were thinking about having those in the shop, some labels eventually here. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Actually, we may be able to even do custom labels. I'll have to look into that. So we could actually enter your text for you. That might be a fun idea. So like I said, tomorrow we are going to start stitching, making a little zipper pouch with a koala. I think I'm only going to stitch the head of the koala. That's kind of like the t-shirt. So I'm going to stitch the head of the koala and put a little heart underneath, just like our t-shirts. Then that will be a giveaway. I'll give that away to someone who orders something this week. But what I wanted to do with that koala, I want to stitch the koala head still, so we'll do a little embroidery again tomorrow. I was thinking we could use some of the techniques that some people did in the actual quilt. So when we're done today, I will flip this over and we'll take a look at some of these koalas and some of the techniques. Specifically, I think we might enlarge the head a little bit. I know a lot of people enlarged the pattern, so we might stitch a little bit bigger head. I like the idea. So a few people did this, and I thought it was so cute. But you know when we separate strands of floss, some people they separated different colors of floss, separated strands from different colors of floss, and then combined those floss. So instead of using like 3 strands of blue here, for example, they used 1 strand of brown, 1 strand of white, and like 1 strand of tan or something. So different colored threads, and then you stitch with all 3 different colors at once. I thought that was so clever and neat. I think that would be fun. And someone did some turkey work, that fuzzy stitch that we did the other day on the dinosaur. They did some turkey work for the ear to make the ear really fuzzy. I thought that might be fun to try too. So, and then the other thing is, I thought we'd do that idea where we can color in the design with crayon beforehand to kind of tint the fabric. A few people did that. We've done it once here before we did the tweet house design where we colored it in first. I know a lot of you guys wanted me to kind of bring back that idea again, so I thought we could also do that. So maybe we can give them like some rosy cheeks or something. So I would like to combine some of my favorite techniques that people used during this, while they stitched their koalas to send for this quilt. I thought that'd be a nice way to finish off the week. But yeah, so we can try a few different techniques that I haven't really done here before. At least not all combined, for sure. And then I'll show you how to make just a simple zipper pouch. I'm not going to do it with any stabilizers, no nothing. It's just going to be a real quick zipper pouch with a lining though still. And I think I still have some fabric left over from the quilt, some scrap fabric. I might do the whole zipper pouch with fabric from this quilt as well. Some of the scrap fabric. Alright, we're almost done with this edge. This is going to take quite a while yet tonight, so I'd like to just, in case it gets to be, 9:30 here, an hour, and I'm still stitching, if I don't have too much left, I'm going to just continue stitching. Oh, Robin says her koala has rosy cheeks. Yep, I'd love to add some rosy cheeks. That was a cute idea. A fun way to use that tinting technique. There's a lot of really cute... Oh, Amy, you're right. I forgot my thimble. Ugh. Let's see. I might have a different thimble. I don't have my really nice thimble that I like. But you're right. Let's give the thimble a try. Here's my, escape kit for... I should go through... I gotta clean this out again. This used to be my travel craft kit, but I keep throwing stuff in here. But I thought... Yep, I do have... some thimbles in here. So these are just my old vintage thimbles. They're not my nice new one that goes around my hand. That one is too far away to just go grab. But yeah, you're right. I totally forgot about that. Oh, nice, Kathy. I'm happy you can see your sewing machine again. All right, so this is just to have on hand to help me push the thread through. Oh, and you know what? I am so bad with a thimble. It is still something I'm trying to get more comfortable with. So we'll see how we do tonight, but I won't stab through my finger with it, so that's nice. All right, let's rotate again. We're going to be upside down for a little while. Ooh, now this is going to be a little bit more difficult because I can't grab around the edge like this. I have the full quilt, so I'm going to kind of fold it. Now I just have to really make sure I don't go all the way through because I don't want to pinch the edges, sew those together. But I am just trying to grab this top piece of fabric here. I'm going to go over this corner just one more time just to kind of lock it down. I didn't really push out these corners as good as I could have, but I thought it was kind of cute with these little rounded corners, so I'm kind of okay with it. Shirley says, I need to desperately organize my sewing room. It's overwhelming. I am feeling a lot like that, too. I wonder if we all have cabin fever. Like COVID/winter cabin fever setting in, but because I'm feeling the total need of having to go through everything and get rid of all the old stuff and just get a few things that I want and get rid of all the clutter and ugh. But yeah, it's totally overwhelming. I'm feeling good if every weekend I can get one tiny thing done. Last weekend I repotted our plants that desperately needed to be repotted. They were all root bound and horrible and just real sad looking. So they got new pots and got rid of all the small pots that were getting all cluttery So that was my one thing to declutter and make nicer over the weekend. But yeah, the sewing area needs attention again for me, for sure too. Ugh, I just need to go closet by closet. We got to go through all our gloves and mittens and hats, all that stuff. Shoes, all of it again. And on top of it, like, I have a couple pairs of boots, but they all, like, leak now. Like, they all let in water and they're not warm anymore. So, like, even the stuff I have isn't working properly and just feels like clutter. So I just gotta, like, get rid of those too. I have a new kind of cleaning mantra, or as far as like buying clothes or anything, buying anything really. If I buy one of something, I gotta get rid of two of a like item. So like if I'm gonna buy a pair of shoes, I gotta get rid of two, at least two that I don't wear or don't fit or don't want. Like it shouldn't be in the house, right? Ugh. Feel like I'm definitely doing it in slow motion though. Oh, that's true. Gretchen says, but I love going through all my sewing things. So that's true. That makes the process a little bit nicer. I do love it though. I love going through the stuff. I mean, it is overwhelming cleaning anything, but I do like clothes, for example. It's nice to go through them and just like see what's working and what's not, and then what I like is that you'll notice what you're missing too. Like it might be like, oh, I need long sleeve t-shirts. I got rid of all this stuff and that is the thing I need. Like what you actually need gets revealed. Let's call it that, like that. And you know what? You know what I would like to do as far as the sewing goes? I would get rid of 3 rulers. I don't know. I would get rid of at least 2 rulers for one good one. I am not a huge fan of my current rulers. But again, I'd get like one good one and then like a couple, like 2 bad ones have to hit the road, be donated. But then that's like 2 basically clutter items that I didn't like for one thing that functions well and that I do like, you know? So 1 in, 2 out. And yeah, you're right, Colleen. Colleen said I cannot do that with sewing stuff. So that's my strategy until I get everything curated to how I want. So I'm not gonna just get rid of stuff if I've already whittled it down to like the perfect grouping of items. So if I'm happy with the sewing stuff now and I want to add an extra ruler, I'm not gonna get rid of 2 rulers, sort of thing. So there is that, but there is a whole world in our house that system is gonna work, like the shoes and the mittens, all those sort of things. Pamela's asking which one do I think is the best ruler. So I have some OmniGrid rulers, and those ones I really like. So those are my small, like 6.5-inch and smaller rulers. I really do like that. So I like right now, if I had to choose, I haven't done any research really, but just out of experience, I like using those. So I would like to look for like a long, like, 18-inch by, 3 to 16-inch ruler. Like I want another one just big. Maybe even a large square to replace my current square ruler. But I am liking the Omni grids. But everyone always has some really nice suggestions here, and I haven't looked into it. Yeah, so Amy says, I like creative grids. So I've heard that before too. So that would be one I would maybe look into as well. Okay, nope. Almost to here, and then we just have all the way down to the side and the little bottom yet. So we're making good time here, I think. I'm pretty excited for this zipper pouch tomorrow. Okay, so Sylvia says for rulers, quilters, select, or creative grids. Okay, I will look for both of those. I haven't done any ruler research, and I haven't really dug into that world at all, so I'm sure, yeah, I'm glad you guys know. I will definitely check those out before actually buying anything. We'll see. I don't know if I'm ready to buy more sewing stuff right now. A ruler where my other one is fine, even though I'd rather use something else. We'll see. I might have to treat myself to that, but I'm in the realm of like I need like some long sleeve t-shirts and stuff, so all mine have like holes in and are just the worst now, and I think I might need to splurge on that stuff instead. We barely ever go clothes shopping, but when we do, we kind of do it all at once, and we're kind of getting to that time again. Time to throw out what doesn't fit and what we don't, not throw out, but donate if we can. Just stuff, but like I have so many shirts with holes in it. It's just, I shouldn't be wearing those all over the place. Well, that's true. Colleen says I can get good rulers at Joann's with sales and coupons. Yeah, I think that's probably where I got my Omni Grid sets. Or I think I've seen those there at least. Alright, let's rotate again. Kind of twisting everything up here, but that's fine. We'll get back to normal soon again. It would be hard to like twist this whole entire quilt around, so we're just twisting this bottom half till it's comfy. I still want this top to kind of lay a little flat though. Otherwise it's hard to grab. I still need to get my hand underneath here. Alright, I think we are getting there. Alright, let's stitch around this little bit again. That last stitch looked a little bit far out, but I think we're fine. Alright, I'm glad I'm using the little thimble. That's working well. Oh, Sally, let me know what that, on YouTube, let me know what that brand name is again. I think it might have autocorrect. Something are my favorite, and you have the 12-inch and 24-inch. Yeah, 24-inch, that'd be a nice size ruler. That I could use for most everything. Oh, Colleen, I have. I was actually going to, Colleen's asking if I told Pat Sloan about the auction. I have, but that was when I was planning the auction, so I will, that is actually on my list to do tonight. I was going to tell some other people that I know that it is actually up. Oh, creative grids. Okay, it said the autocorrect was Cries. Cries ruler. That's how I feel sometimes when I have to cut fabric all day. Cries. Okay, but creative grids. Okay, so you like the 12-inch and the 24-inch. Squish. just kind of, I was just trying to flatten it out again. I feel like I'm getting it all wrinkled, which I need it to lay flat so I'm not twisting and moving it while I stitch. It's so cute. It looks so finished with those little stitches around, I think. And I love that we put that extra koala up here. That's just making me happy. Alright, this is the last big edge. I think we're almost out of this thread too, so for sure I'll have to get another piece of thread. But this last one went a long way. I think I'll also, before I start up the new thread, I think I'll remove all the pins where we don't need them anymore. And that's everywhere where we stitched. We don't need pins holding things down anymore. I'll just leave the ones where we need it still. Ugh, all right. Unthreaded it. That always happens to me when I get closer to the end of my thread here. Few more stitches. We actually have quite a bit of thread, but it gets hard to tie in a knot. Yeah, I will definitely let some other people know that the auction's going on. Jennifer is asking what the auction is up to now. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Last I checked, I thought it was at 611, but I think someone mentioned that it was up to 700, which is great. You know, in theory, the amount of hours, all of your guys' hours putting into this, that is like a steal and a half. So that's awesome. Oh, so Christy's on right now. She says it's at up to 660. That's great. Again, I'm happy it's gonna go to someone. I would have loved to keep it, but this is better. Alright, I think I'm going to just try and get past this seam because that'll be tough to put a knot through. So I'm going to try and go to like right here. So that's what the thimble's for, getting through that thick stuff. That's true. I could bid on it, Noeline. You're right. I would feel bad doing that. It can go to someone else. I've sat with it long enough. I've given it a few hugs. Alright, I think this is going to be my last stitch here because it's just getting a little annoying with the, I keep thinking I'm going to pull out the thread. So let's go around that spot one more time. Oh, I suppose I could have kept my thimble on for that. Alright, and then I'm going to kind of just tuck behind here and tie a knot. We'll take out some of these pins then and keep going. We're getting there though. I think we'll definitely get done pretty quickly actually. We'll have time to look look at the front again and see some of those fun techniques that people used. Okay, throw this on the needle minder. Where'd he go? Oh, there we go. Boop. And always needs a sound effect, I guess. I think I've done that every time. Every time I put it on there. Oh, where is the auction? Robin's asking where the auction is. If you go to penguinandfish.com, there's also a link below. It will say Koala Quilt auction on the top of the page. Oop, this is not what I was looking for. I'm looking for this, about the same size. But there'll be a link for the koala auction, and go to the koala auction page, and there'll be several buttons for place a bid, and then the actual auction is on eBay. Since they can handle all that auction type stuff. All right, looking good. A little pin marks in there, but I think those will kind of disappear. So we just have this little bit left. Zoop, zoop. Close this up. These are our little applique pins. Needle. I'm like, where's the needle? Hanging out on the needle minder, exactly where it should be. Oh, thanks, Sally. Sally says the label is perfect for the quilt. Yay! Oh, you just found me on YouTube a few weeks ago. Well, I'm so happy you're here. Oh, yeah, otherwise you would have contributed. Oh, you ordered a koala pattern yesterday. That's awesome. So that's in the mail then for you. Oh, Sally, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I'm really happy with how this label turned out. This is the same information that's on the mug too. But yeah, I'm hoping it does all the things a quilt label should, like oop, wow, got away from me. Just like the information, the real information that we need for the quilt, and that it's getting like the sentiment of it a little bit. And I had a lot of fun drawing the leaves. I think it'd be a lot of fun to make more labels. Even this one, I could repurpose this one and have it blank if any of you wanted, like, colorful labels like this. And then I'd love to do like more. I think that'd be just fun. It's an idea we've been talking about for a little bit here. I think it's mostly just I need to sit down and do it. Oh, cool! Sally says she's going to make a baby quilt out of the animal patterns. Oh, I appreciate that. You'll have to share. If you're not in the Penguin and Fish Crafters group already, you should check that out. I'd love to see. That's like where you can share what you're working on or whatever. That would be. I'd love to see how that goes, or anything else that you're working on too. The Penguin and Fish Crafters group on Facebook, if you're on Facebook. But yeah, if anybody wants to share anything that they're working on, and it doesn't even have to be my stuff or anything. I just like knowing that there are people out there making stuff. That's just the best. I love that so much. Let's get the thimble on. So I would love to see what you're working on. Oh, Kathy says, I like the labels. I'm bad at doing that. I am too. I really am at just like, I feel like I'm finished when I do the binding, and whenever anyone reminds me that I need to do a label, I'm like, ugh, I thought I was done. I thought I didn't have one more step. So I think you're right. If I had a few labels just prepared and all I had to do is like fill out the information, I think I would probably. And if they were just around, ready to use, I think maybe I would a little bit more. Yummy. I'm still using that thread conditioner, and it's that Christmas smell. I just love it. Oh, Amy says she made pincushions this last weekend. Oh, how fun. So that's something I haven't done before. That would be kind of fun to do here some evening. I always like those pin cushions that people make that are in like vintage teacups and stuff. It'd be fun to well, the problem is I can't go out and about and go see if I can collect some vintage teacups from like a thrift store or anything, because we're all stuck at home. But I like those ones that are in the little vintage teacups. I think they're cute. Oh, dang, nice. That's awesome, Colleen. Oh, nice. That's awesome. So Kendra on YouTube is saying, I'm finishing some quilting on a quilt tonight. I've been working on this beast off and on all year, and I cannot wait to finish. Home stretch in sight. That is a great feeling on a quilt. For sure. For sure. I think it took me a while to start quilting kind of for that reason. Like, it's the reason of quilting is kind of a marathon. Or a bunch of sprints maybe. Over the length of a marathon, really. And I always just really liked the quick wins, so that's kind of why I like embroidery. Like, we could finish this in, 2 movies worth is what I call embroideries. It's 2 movies worth of a project, whereas a quilt, it's a production. I mean, it goes on and on and on. So anytime you fully finish a quilt, that's like something else. That's great. Because, you finish a top and there's a whole pile more to do yet. It's just so much. So I think it took me a long time to get into quilting, and I think that's why. But now that I have time set aside for it, like, in these evenings like this, it doesn't seem so daunting, I guess. I know I'm just gonna... it's less about getting the next step done, and it's more just like, I'm gonna put an hour of work into it today. It's gonna get done when it gets done, and I know hours of work, 1 hour at a time, is getting put in. So that makes me... I don't know. I got a better attitude to it, I think, now. Oh, Sylvia, that's exciting. Sylvia on Facebook says, I was surprised my local quilt shop has a live stream every morning. And they asked a volunteer to do a rounded corner binding, and you volunteered. Oh, that is cool. That's fun. So did you have to go live for that? That's kind of exciting. Oh, dang. Kathy says, I have 6 tops ready to quilt. I am approaching that boat as well. And I'm like dreading that. I have the I Love Home quilt that is sandwiched and ready to quilt. It's basted and sandwiched, ready to quilt. The Triangle Tango quilt is basted and ready to quilt. It's just, even just those 2 is a lot. We're almost gonna get to that point with the Granny Square quilt, and then there's the Splendid Sampler 2 as well is coming along, so we're just getting to that point with all these quilts needing it done. Yeah, Kendra is saying, a quilt is a few TV series worth of work. Yes, some very long TV series with 32 episodes and 8 seasons. those sort of TV series. Frankly, that's all the only type of TV I've been watching lately. Just those easy ones that are normal TV that have 3 bajillion episodes in the series. I can just let them run in the background. Perfect quilting. Perfect quilting watching. Oh, thanks, Marie. Marie says it looks great. I'm using your needle minder again. So those needle minders were made by Marie over on YouTube here. Ugh! Noeline says, I think I have about 5 to quilt. And you just can't get to them. Yep. Is that a pin hiding in the leaves? Yep. So we have 3 pins. We have 4 pins here. Yep. So those are pins. I didn't take those out yet because I hadn't stitched that yet. So we will definitely take those out once I get to here. So I just have this little bit left. Wow. So we got done way early. That's great. So I'll take the pins out once I'm done. I still have, 4 inches or so to go. So I'll take out the pins. And then we can flip it around and let's look at some of these koalas again. Let's kind of pick the techniques we want to try. I know I named like 3 of them, I think, techniques I'd like to try on our little, let's go around the other way. Let's unknot ourselves here. Yeah, okay. I was like, am I just knotting myself up more? But no, I'm in the right spot again. But yeah, I'm going to make that zipper pouch tomorrow, and we're going to start by making, stitching a koala again. Quickly. We're not going to do the whole koala. We're going to do just the head, and we're going to play around with some techniques there. Oh, no, up on the branch. No, well, just right here. There's 4 pins in here. I don't think there's any other ones hiding. Nope, we're good. Just this bunch right here. Holy cow, Shirley says that because of quarantine, she's made almost 22 quilt tops. That is crazy town. That is amazing. How cool. That's exciting. You must have used up a pile of your stash. That's a lot of quilting. Oh yeah, there was a little fuzzle there. Is that what you're thinking? I moved that. So, nope, it wasn't a pin. It was a fuzzle that appeared from somewhere. I don't know. All right. Few more stitches, then we're done. I think I have enough to get the rest of the way. Oh yeah, for sure. Enough thread. Oops, stabbed myself a little bit there. Jeez, I feel like I need a thimble for my thumb just to hold the needle, like some weird flexible something. I do actually have one of those. That's with my other thimble. I should have both of those out here. Because I'm indenting my thumb from this. Oh, this is so cute. I love hand stitching like this. This is a nice way to end working on this. Oh, you guys, there's like 3 more stitches and then we're done with this quilt. Aww. I'm not sure about that, Teresa. Teresa's asking, so what's the calendar look like? The granny square and the Aurifil tops done by the end of the year? Oh, actually the Aurifil, the top won't be done, but the blocks will be done. So maybe by January we might be done with that. And I don't know, the granny square, that's going to take a few more weeks. So that could be a few months yet before we're done with that top. But we're close. We're not so far away with that. We do have actually a couple blocks to make, but I could see doing a little Saturday stitch along to sew up a couple more more blocks, and then we have the border, and yeah, that one's got a lot of work to do yet. All right, let's add our little knot in here. I think I'll just kind of go around this last stitch, and then we'll tuck it behind. It's almost done. I feel like I can let out a sigh now. Those little fellers getting all finished up. All right, I'm going to take the needle minder off. I'm going to just keep the needle with it, though, so I know where it is. Let's do the last little snip. And let's take those pins out, and I'll lift up the camera a little so you can see a little bit more, and we will take a look at it. Oh, thanks, Marie. Marie says everything looks impeccable. You and your mom did an amazing job. Oh, let me know, you guys, if you watched the video of my mom and I making this. That was so fun. And John made the video, and he did such a nice job at the video, I think. But all right, there we are. Let me see if I can make this a little flatter so you can see what it looks like on the back. So there we go. It is just tucked on the bottom here. Oh, that's kind of the perfect size, too. I love the size of this. We do have a little penguin and fish label down here, and it looks awesome. So the back has just tons of different color, and I'm going to flip it around so we can look at the front. But there's a lot of this yellow in. And so all of your fabric, if you guys donated more fabric, I'm going to just move stuff so it's out of the way here. But if you donated more fabric, I put that all in the back here. So there's a lot of fun colors here. Like, look how pretty this one is. This was donated from my mom's stash. We needed a little bit more for the back to get the side. And then this was donated from her stash as well. We got a little bit of some penguin and fish fabric in here. This is that animal collection, and it actually has the koala right in the fabric there. So I thought that was a good little add. Some cute little bumblebees. So that's all the fabric from the back. Really pretty purples here. The quilting almost looks, they can kind of tell, we're tracing around koalas here, and on the back it almost looks like little clouds. But otherwise we have those those eucalyptus leaves. All right, I'm going to flip this around and we can take a look at it. Oh, this is the top. Oh, no, it's not. It's the bottom. All right. It's a large quilt for this little table. So this is a queen size quilt. So I think it ended up being 84 inches by 90 or 80 inches by 94, something like that. So it's close to like a normal queen size quilt. All right, so let's just take a look at all of these fellers. They're just all so sweet. We have that eucalyptus again flowing throughout, and then some swirls. But they are just adorable. I'll just kind of try and go through some of them again so you can see them here. And they're all different. Even the ones that are from the same kit, like with the same colors and stuff in, they all are different and special. Colleen's asking how many koalas. If you include the one on the back, there's 127. So you guys stitched all those, which is so awesome. You guys stitched all of these. I stitched one, and John even stitched one, and my mom stitched one. And the rest, all of you guys sent in. But yeah, there's just some cute things happening in a lot of these. So here's an example of one that is colored in. So Robin did this one here. So this one has been like tinted with crayon or some sort of colored pencil or something beforehand. I thought we could do something similar to that, like make ours on this zipper pouch that I want to make, kind of like little rosy cheeks or something. But we could color it in like that. Oh, here's one, Koala Love. That's cute. Oh, here's one from Noeline. She's on here right now, but I like that metallic thread. We could maybe get some metallic thread out, so that's like a fun little thing we could do too. Oh, Colleen says, show us mine and John's and my mom's. I think they're all in a similar area, so we'll probably get to those. Oh, here's another one that's been colored in. Isn't that just sweet? I would like to try that again. That was a fun technique that I don't do often, and it's a fun thing that we could do more of. Check out this stitch, you guys. That is quite the embroidery stitch there. They're all so sweet. So let me know if any of you guys see yours too. So I think this is kind of neat too. We could do a little bit of applique. So this has been appliqued on, and then I think machine stitched, and then a little embroidery added to it. We could play a little bit with applique tomorrow. We'll have to see. I think it's gonna. Oh, look, here's another one. Oh, here's a Robin's. With a little like rosy cheeks in there. That's awfully cute. Maybe, I don't know, I'm stuck on that lately. Like, I want to try the crayon thing again. That was fun. So we're not quite to my mom. Actually, maybe my mom's was on the bottom. Oh yeah, here's my mom's. Hers turned out cute. She made the ears a cute color. So hers is sweet. So that's my mom's. Hers is the lower left corner. And it looks like she did that thing. Oh, I think she heard a couple people that were doing that, so she did it too. She did two different color threads in hers, and I thought that was neat. A few other people did that too. I think we had talked about it, and then some of you guys did it, and it just turned out so sweet. Look how cute this one is. Again, I think this is one where two different variegated threads were put together. Now look how sweet this one is. Seth, age 6, from Kansas. So now this doesn't have any embroidery. This is totally a great option too. So this is probably just one of those black micron pens, just tracing it and then coloring it in. Totally works too. Oh, and then here's ours. So here's John's and here's mine. So let's see if I can get them up there. So there's ours. Ours are next to each other there. Funny. Let's just peek a little bit more. So I do kind of like, this person did it, I do like, oh, Gail did this one. I do kind of like the changing of the colors, like the light gray and then the dark gray on top. So I think maybe we'll think about that. Oh, here's another cute one that has, they're all cute, but this one has that double thread again. So where they have one thread, two threads, but one of each a different color. I've never tried that technique before, but the ones that you guys did that use that technique all turned out so sweet. Little heart around that one. Trying to kind of show the whole quilt here. This is Jenna's. She shipped a whole pile of your packages. She's helping me out in the warehouse now, but this one's hers. And here's another one that has the couple threads. So here's a white thread and a tan thread together, and that just is just kind of a sweet little effect. I like it. Getting all bunched up here. All right, here's the top row of them. Little hearts. It's kind of fun, little flowers on the back. We could do a bright color. That would be kind of neat. That bright orange is pretty. Bright red. So I might still go around and like snip all these little threads that are hanging out. I'll do that before I ship it out to whoever this is going to. That final little cleanup of it. But there we are. So many. And then there's, of course, that one hiding on the back. It'll be in this lower right corner here, and we just flip it around, and there's the last little guy hiding right there. So that's number 127. 127 right there. Fun. I love how this turned out. It looks just really sweet on the quilt here, I think. It was a nice finishing touch for this for sure. All right, you guys, let's call it. That is a finished quilt. All right, so thank you so much. I love how this turned out. I'm telling you, it's totally my favorite quilt. I could see doing something like this again in the future, like a big community quilt like this. It was just really neat to get all of your embroideries in the mail and be able to sew them all together, and of course neat being able to go do that with my mom. That's always just awesome. If you haven't watched that video yet, be sure to check that out. It's on that Koala Quilt page on the website. If you scroll way down, there'll be the second video on there is the one with me and my mom. Actually, I think we're going to share that in the email tomorrow too, if you haven't seen that. Haven't seen it yet, so you can check that out. Awesome! And then tomorrow we are going to make that zipper pouch. So we'll use a pile of these techniques that we saw in here, like the little coloring in the cheats, coloring with crayon, doing that couple threads together. I think that's pretty neat. Oh, there was that one that had the turkey work ear. I wonder if I can find that one. Well, I don't know. That's that fuzzy stitch. We'll do that too. I think that was really cute, the person who did that. And we'll just make just the head on some fabric, and then we'll make that fabric into a zipper pouch the rest of the week. So tomorrow I'm hoping we can get that embroidery done. All those fun little things to do with fun little techniques for to just play around with embroidery more. And then someone who buys one of our extra donation items this week, though I will pick a winner from there and I'll send them the finished zipper pouch when we're done. So if you guys got the t-shirts, again, I have yellow, white, and blue cute little koala t-shirts. So the proceeds of this will be donated. It'll be added to the auction number when we donate it to Australians for Animals. These freaking adorable onesies that are the cutest things ever. And our two mugs, the koala mug. It has the stitched koala on both sides there, and the Koala Quilt commemorative mug. It has a photo. Actually, it has that's the turkey work one right there. So if you can see, his ear is kind of fuzzy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but his ear's a little fuzzy, and it's using that turkey work. And then on this side has the quilt information and where the website, so you can always see the videos and see all the pictures from it and see the final quilt. That will just stay up on the website. So proceeds from all these will go to Australians for Animals, and anyone who purchases those will be entered in to win that pouch, the zipper pouch that we'll start tomorrow and make the rest of the week. So awesome, you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you for working on this quilt with me. I appreciate it a ton. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll have the rest of the week full of koalas. All right, have a good evening. Good night.